Yo, what's going on, boys? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another Steam 2 video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new Trial Sniper, the other weapon that you also might be getting this week, the Keen Thistle. And this weapon has some very interesting perks for PvE, and even some fantastic perks for PvP. So very similar to the hand cannon, no matter what mode you want this sniper for, you're going to be able to basically look for a role that will fit that mode. Whether it's PvP, PvE, this thing will be able to do it. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the perks this weapon can get, and what are some of the best ones that you should be looking for if you're looking for a god run this weapon. And afterwards, we'll have a mini review where I just tell you the things that I like or dislike about the weapon, based on the time that I played with it in the Crucible, and also in PvE. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, remember to leave a like, and subscribe to the channel in case you guys aren't already, for some more videos. Now this sniper is an aggressive frame, meaning that it's one of those slow firing but high damage snipers, and it comes with 3 different origin traits: Alacrity, One Quiet Moment, and also Hockey Breach Armaments. Hockey Breach Armaments is going to increase the damage you deal against vehicles and constructs, and things like constructs are barriers, turrets, stasis crystals, and any object that's created on the field. This perk was situational. It can be pretty good since it's essentially just free damage. One Quiet Moment will give you increased reload speed and handling when you're out of combat. And lastly, Alacrity will increase your stability, reload, aim assist, and range when you're the last living member of the fire team. If you're taking this into Crucible or something like Trials, this is pretty much the one that you want to go for. While for PvE, Breach Armaments are probably going to be the best one. And now let's move on and let's actually take a look at the perks that we can get on this weapon. And you have quite a selection here for both PvP and PvE. So let's start with the very first straight perk, and these are the options that we have. We have Snapshot Sights, Lone Wolf, Incandescent, Triple Tap, Slick Draw, Under Pressure, and lastly Envious Arsenal. First of all, for Crucible, you're going to be looking for either Snapshot Sights or Lone Wolf, and they're both for the same reason. They both make it so you can scope in just a little faster. Now, if all you want is your weapon to feel snappy and to be able to aim down sights as quickly as possible, then you want to go to Snapshot Sights. It is always the go-to for snipers, for a reason. It just makes the weapon feel very snappy. And the second one is going to be Lone Wolf. Now Lone Wolf is again going to increase your aim down sight speed, but just not as much as Snapshot. But to make up for it, you do get a bit more airborne effectiveness and also improve aim assist. I still think that Snapshot Sights is probably better than Lone Wolf, unless you already have something that increases your handling, then you could go Lone Wolf and take advantage of that extra aim assist. Now for PvE, Triple Tap or Envious Arsenal are going to be your best bets. Triple Tap will make it so you get 1 round into the magazine every time you hit 3 precision hits, and this ammo comes from thin air, so it doesn't take it from your reserves or anything like that. It is just free ammo, so you can shoot the weapon for longer. So that's pretty good. And Envious Arsenal is if you want to pair this up with some other Envious Arsenal weapons to use some weapon swapping. If you want to incorporate a nice high damage sniper into it, then this is like the perfect sniper. And those are pretty much gonna be your go-to perks for this first slot. And now let's move on to the second one. Now for the second perk, these are going to be our options right here. We have Opening Shot, Moving Target, Closing Time, Vorpal Weapon, Discord, Bait and Switch, and lastly 4 times the Charm. So starting off with the Crucible, you're going to be looking for either Opening Shot or Closing Time. They're both going to do a very similar thing. They're essentially going to increase your accuracy and range, but Closing Time kind of wins out in the end because it's essentially an upgraded Opening Shot. Now both of them are going to be pretty good. You know, if you get one of the two for your god rule, I think you'll be pretty set. But if you're going for the ultimate version of the sniper, then I think you want to go with Closing Time. With Closing Time, you get all the improved range and accuracy, just like with Opening Shot, plus some handling on top of it. And it is also basically always on in Crucible, since you never really have a lot of ammo. So you're essentially just always going to be taking a bunch of the stats. You definitely want to look for Closing Time. Now for PvE, the main 2 perks that you're going to be looking for are going to be 4 times the Charm and Bait and Switch, mostly because of the synergy they have with perks in the third column. Now Bait and Switch pairs up perfectly with Envious Arsenal, and if you're already playing into the weapon swapping, this just kind of makes sense. It's just going to let you get that 30% increased damage for doing what you essentially were already doing with the weapon. So you're going to have that increased extra damage while at the same time reloading your weapon, and if you enhance Envious Arsenal, then you also get those increased reserves. This is just perfect if you want to add this weapon to like your weapon switching rotation. Now 4 times the Charm is going to pair up perfectly with Triple Tap, just letting you get even more free ammo into your magazine. You're gonna get the 1 shot back from triple tap, and then you're gonna get 2 shots back from 4 times the charm, meaning that you're gonna be able to fire this weapon just for a lot longer. And even if this weapon doesn't have the biggest magazine at base, with triple tap and 4 times the charm, you're gonna be able to get a lot of shots out there without having to reload. So this is definitely a combo that you can make work, and one that's gonna be pretty nice. So those are pretty much the perks that I would be on the lookout for, and now let's talk about some god rolls. Now for the god rolls, you're gonna have a bunch of different combinations that you can do, but first we're gonna start with Crucible. So the very first ones that you want to go for are basically the perks that pair up really well with snapshot sights. You want your weapon to be snappy, but also have a bit more aim assist or range, and that is snapshot sights plus closing time. Or you can also replace that for snapshot sights plus opening shot, and even something like snapshot sights plus moving target that also gives you some aim assist. Now if you already have something that's helping you aim down sights quicker, then you could go for something like Lone Wolf plus closing time, so you can get even more aim assist because Lone Wolf. Or even something like Under Pressure plus closing time, which is going to give you, again, just more accuracy, since we're not really going to have too many bullets in the magazine. Under Pressure and closing time actually work really well, since they both have basically the same activation requirement. If we only have 1 shot in the mag, these things are at their max effectiveness, giving us tons of range and tons of accuracy. Now for PvE, Bait and Switch plus Envious Arsenal are going to be fantastic if you want to just do some weapon swapping. You get the extra damage, you get the extra reserves, and you even auto reload your weapon. This is essentially just perfect for any weapon swapping you're planning to do with a sniper. And the other one's going to be triple tap plus 4 times the charm. Usually you can just get a ton of free ammo into your magazine, and you shoot this weapon for a long time. And the final one, which I didn't mention at first, but I wanted to mention it at least here at the God Rolls, because it's a neat roll, but it's definitely very niche. It's going to be Incandescent plus Discord. When you activate Discord on a special weapon, every time that you get a kill, it will basically give you that ammo back. So if you pair this up with Incandescent, you essentially have like a very high damage at clear weapon. And that's definitely not what a lot of people want. You know, people don't really like at clearing with snipers, but it's definitely something that you can do, and something fun that you can mess around with. Now I wouldn't really say that you specifically go for this role, but if you happen to get it while you're trying to get the other roles, I would say keep it and give it a try, and see how you like it. Especially since snipers are anti-barrier this season, it could be pretty fun. But those are gonna be the roles that I'm interested in, and now I want to hear from you guys. What is the role that you guys are going to be going for on this sniper? Are you even trying to get a couple of these snipers during this week, or are you 100% just focusing on the hand cannon? If you're just focusing on the hand cannon, I would get it because the hand cannon is just amazing. But I have been picking up some snipers every now and then, and I got in some pretty decent roles. Now this sniper, not gonna lie, it was the first time I sniped in Trials in forever. It's actually been the first time I played Trials in quite a long time. But it was rough at the beginning, but I don't think that was because of the sniper. I think that was just because of me. I was just not used to sniping. But after I got into it, I definitely started hitting some headshots. Now since this weapon is a lower zoom sniper, it did struggle a bit at some of the longer range engagements against some of the other higher zoom snipers. But I know some people really love like their low zoom snipers. So if you're someone like that really likes the low zoom, I think you're gonna love this sniper. And with the amount of perks it's got for PvP, if you want a PvP sniper, then this one's gonna be a pretty good one. Now for PvE, I don't think people are gonna be using this sniper as much as for PvP. I think PvP is definitely gonna be like its main thing, but I think it's still gonna be okay. Especially if you get the 4 times the charm plus triple tap combo, just because you can get so many rounds out there essentially for free. So you don't really have to like worry about ammo. And with the GMs coming soon, I think this could be a pretty good role to take in there and essentially never run into any ammo issues as long as you're hitting some crits. But with that, we're gonna end today's video. I think this is a pretty okay sniper. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I think it's pretty serviceable. And if you want it for Crucible, then I think it's even better than for PvE. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you been going for some roles on this thing? Or you have just been focusing on the hand cannon? I want to hear all of that in the comments below, so just let me know. And with that, we're going to end today's video. I appreciate everyone stopping by today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.